universities. We have, of course, and thank you very much for everything, the University Polytechnic of Valencia. Also, Kaunas Technological University with Civil. Well, Polytechnic of Valencia, of course, Elena de la Pos. Also, University of Limburg with Chloe Mentens. And we are also 3 other organizations, 50-50 from Greece. It's a social innovation consultant, and also Raina from Austria, Graz. It's a chamber of commerce. And also Fundeum, which we are the leading partner. We are a business and University of Alicante Foundation. We work basically with already graduated students, where we provide a practical experience and also long learning training courses. We also work with companies where we provide services to get finance for their innovative projects. And also we work with municipalities, also in all projects oriented to innovation, whether it's innovative public procurement, and also we are in charge of the circular economy observatory in the region of Alicante. So what's basically what we are doing. And in this part of the session, we would like to share with you all the resources we've been working on during these 2 years. So we can start with our webpage, so where you can find all the information we are going to share with you.
So I'm from 50-50. It's an NGO that it's established on 2015. We have a lot of projects in Key Action 1 and Key Action 2. We are also proposal writers, and we are believe in the civil society and in the lifelong learning programs and activities. So, okay, here you can find a QR code that is our project. With we have uploaded everything there, all the results that we had. You can scan it, as you can see, and later on we have also the.
Sorry. Okay, come back
Here.
They are.
Yes, of course. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, so all the results that we have till now on the project, the modules and the platform, it's connected also, that we can see later on with the website. We have some profiles of the partners, and now can I? Do you scan all of you? Perfect. Okay. The website shares the project goals, activities, results with the European audience, of course, because we are a consortium across all the Europe. So we have, as I said before, some publication newsletters. Here is some examples for our website. As you can see, when you scan it, you see this is the homepage, and here you can find everything that we did till now. Okay, so we have also the mapping analysis. Later on, our partners will explain more things about it. It's one of the biggest things that we did in this project, that we collect all this evidence. Give me a second. Okay, here is the next scan from the platform. So the platform has the learning modules. Later on, Rainer, my colleague, will explain about the modules and what we did there. We have some videos, toolkits, templates, and whatever you want. We have some quizzes in each module and Q&A questions. And here we have the social media. The social media, we have Facebook, Twitter, XX, okay. And we have also LinkedIn. Here are the QR links that we have, the social media. We did several posts in all the social media all this time, all the partners. If we have trainings or we had scientific things or whatever it was from the project, we upload many of them. Here's the LinkedIn. Okay, and that's all from 50/50. What happened? Okay, and that's all from 50/50. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, you can also join our social media. You can be back, and then so you can follow all the news we publish on social media, whether in well, we also have the YouTube channel, Facebook, X, okay, LinkedIn. So we invite you to follow where all the news we be publishing from now on. No, thank you.
So maybe I would like to continue. Do you hear me? Well, you know, I am the teacher at university, so I am used to stand up and to speak loudly. So I do not think that I need a microphone, but still in this case. So hello, my name is Živilė Stankevičiūtė. I have been working at Kaunas University of Technology, Lithuania, Kaunas. I think that Lithuania, you know, at least for two reasons. Yes, the first one, because we are excellent in basketball. And yeah, we are on the 5th place now in European Championship. And we are very proud about that. And the second reason that a lot of Lithuanians, they are choosing Spain as the holiday destiny country. So quite a lot of Lithuanians, they buy property in Tenerife, in Canarian Island, also in nice places like Valencia. So you can meet one day, you know, in cafeteria, people from Lithuania. So all of them are very nice, clever, you know, people willing to change the world. So me and my colleague Eglė, she's taking the picture right now. We came from the School of Economics and Business, Kaunas University of Technology. And it was a pleasure to work together with such a nice team on the project. And our main responsibility was to do the mapping analysis and to conduct the focus groups regarding what are the main challenges in order to become an entrepreneur and how to overcome these challenges. So what we did at the beginning, so here you can scan the code, and under that code, you will find very boring document. It's more than 100 pages report. I understand that nobody reads such reports. So my intention now is just to convey the main message and to make you interested, you know, just to go through the report and to find the places which are interested to you. So what we have done and what you can find in that report. At the beginning, our intention was to find out what competences are needed for young people to become future entrepreneurs. What young people need in order to be capable to start own business or to join community-led business, to be people who can, will, and want to change the social landscape. And we started with Entrecom, European Competencies Framework. Maybe you are familiar, I don't know, but based on that, the core idea and based on that framework, at the beginning, you need to have some idea and also opportunities. Later, so it's like vision, value are the most important in this field. Later, resources, they have to be also in place. And we are talking about finance, about support, and other resources. And finally, you need to do some actions. It's not sufficient to have idea, not sufficient to think about resources, but you need to implement everything. So it's the action. And to be honest, we started to analyze what universities are doing in order to teach students, in order to try to create competencies. And in the report, you can find a lot of examples how universities in Spain, in Greece, in Austria, in Belgium, and Lithuania, what kind of the programs and what kind of the courses they are providing to students in order to encourage them to become the entrepreneurs. And here on the slide, you see only one example. So I would like to present example from my university, Kaunas University of Technology. What we have, So we have the program, the national program for student master program on entrepreneurship. And that program is for 2 years. And restrictions who can enter the program. So we have quite a lot engineers and also people from, let's say, from construction engineering or electricity engineering joining the program. And during the period of 2 years, they are learning how to become the entrepreneurs. So after analyzing the situation, how universities teach, also in each of the country, we conducted focus groups and we invited academics, we invited students, we invited mentors, we invited business people to share their ideas and approach. What are the main challenges for young people, especially when they start their own business, when they start creating some ideas, when they start to open some businesses. And now I would like just to present you the results. So maybe before presenting results, one question for you. What do you think are main challenges in order to become entrepreneurship? What kind of challenges do you see? What are the main challenges? Yes, please. Contact with industry, networking. Great, thank you very much. One more, maybe idea, who would like to share? Yes, please. Lack of funds, money, you know? Money, like from the ABBA song. Excellent. One more, yes, please. Okay, so we would like some stability, you know, to make risky decisions. It's not always easy. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing your ideas. And now I would like to share the results of our focus group. So let's start with Spain. And so the focus group was conducted by University Polytechnic of Valencia. And it was concluded that lack of funding, so money, it was mentioned already before, and lack of support lack of support and lack of training are the main circumstances. And how to overcome these issues, it was mentioned that raising awareness. Such kind of events, such kind of a project as we are now conducting could help to overcome that challenge. Again, Spain, so the focus group conducted in Alicante by Funde, and again, it was mentioned lack of finance and also lack of some skills and also lack of talent in general. And the solution, creating the culture. How to create the culture for being entrepreneurs. Let's move to Belgium, and nothing new. Again, money. Again, money, so funding, and again, support. I need community support. I need support from my parents, from my network, from municipalities, and so on. And the solution, or how to overcome these challenges, it was mentioned that it would be great to have the network of mentors, and also to invest more in communication, to spread communication, and the communication should be effective one. Okay, just go to Lithuania. And here it was a little bit maybe another approach shared, but again, it was the lack of information. So not always, especially young people, know the sources where to find the information. Also lack of outside the box thinking, lack of leadership, and also not willing to take responsibility. As your colleague told, being afraid of taking risk, here it's a little bit similar, so not willing to take responsibility. And the solution, it was mentioned that the competency, so training, is very important, and also is very important to empower people. 50-50 Greece. So let's move to Greece. And here, lack of funding, bureaucracy. I think that in Spain you also have high level of bureaucracy and lack of awareness. And maybe the new thing was cultural resistance. So due to the culture, it's also not so easy to start your own business. And Austria. So one of our partners, again, money, finance, lack of practical knowledge, also shortage of skilled employees. You can start, but there are no people you could employ. And networking, connections, and resilience were provided as the solutions to the issue. And here there is another QR code, and under this QR code, you can find the report of findings in each country. So in that report, all the insights I just mentioned before, you can find. So thank you very much for listening. And in case you have some questions, I am more than happy to answer. And in general, I really believe in the future of young generation. I really believe you as young people, full generation can create some difference, but you have to start. Not only to dream, but just do some actions. Thanks a lot.
Okay, is there any question for Civil? Okay, what I like to also to comment is that, well, it was the first part. So we were analyzing in our national countries all the supply about what is going on in social and community-led entrepreneurship, because what we really want with the project was to provide value and to add additional tools, additional information and training programs that could complement what was already provided in the universities. So that's what we did at the beginning. We study all what is provided already by university. Then what we did, it was to analyze the demand. It was the second part where we analyze universities, what we already provided, and then we ask entrepreneurs, we ask mentors in a second research where to find the key points, the key resources, the key needs to provide value with the results of this Pathfinder project. And the result is what, from now on, what we are going to share with you. We are going to share what we did in the training programs, with the educational resources, and also with digital and entrepreneurship tools, and all the resources we will provide to new social and community-led entrepreneurs. So thank you very much, Sibyl, and thank you, Raina. What can you tell us?
A wonderful afternoon. This is the most important issue. My name is Rainer Schaberreiter. So my name is very difficult to pronounce for some of you because I come from Austria and I represent the Chamber of Commerce there. So we are representing in Austria, it's a must for a company to be a part of the Chamber of Commerce. So just in my region, we have more than 100,000 companies in. And I want to present you now the learning platform, which is more or less the most important part for you. And while you all will scan this QR code, please, ladies and gentlemen, switch your mobile phones. I will tell you something about all these projects because I saw so many confused faces here in your rows. We are also a part of Erasmus Plus like you. You all are here for studying in Spain as a part of the Erasmus Plus community. The program is divided into several pillars. You are pillar number one, the so-called mobilities. So you travel to another country for studying, for learning, for practicing. We are in a different pillar, the second one. We are developing content for teaching and training on different levels. It can be vocational education training or higher education or even school education, what else? And our team is representing one of those development projects. We are also part of Erasmus Plus, and this program funds projects which, yes, develop innovative tools. And this learning platform you have already scanned now, hopefully, is one of these tools. So maybe you understand now what we are doing, and all those projects are separated in a similar structure. First of all, you are doing analysis, what we heard. Then you, okay, no, oh, there is this problem, that problem, and how should we react? Then you go into the phase development. We developed a wonderful learning platform, and afterwards you have to pre-test and test all those results. So this is the structure, more or less simplified, of most of these development projects which we are representing now. So the e-learning platform has been developed in Greece with content from all of us, basing on the analysis done by all of us and led by Lithuania. This is one of the most beautiful part of being working in a European consortium. It can also be interesting for you after you've closed your study and after you have started your own company. So how to register? You can register very easily. Just press the button, sign up, log in, and here on the left part you can register. You will get a simple email for proving that you are a natural person and not a bot, and you can use the learning platform. The learning platform was designed in a way that you can learn in your own self-paced way. So you can decide when and how I want to learn. And we divided the learning platform into 5 modules, because learning in modules and smaller parts is easier than reading a book of 1,200 pages. So you have different modules, and in each of those modules, you can find videos, you can find a toolkit, you can find so many additional quizzes for self-assess. You can test yourself. And the combination of all those modules is that you will be able to start your own company, maybe in a community-led setting. I know that for some of you, this is a different way of thinking. We, especially my generation, to be honest, could be your father, grandfather, not father. I could be your father. For me, it was, you need to work, you have to earn money, pressure. KPIs, maybe you know KPIs from your former studies, you have to deliver. Social entrepreneurship is for the community. All decisions are made within the group in a common way. It's not about money. It's about how could we present something for the community and get something from the community. And this should be, to be honest, maybe it's a healthier way to work in future. We have discussions, we have different educational resources there. And for you can learn when, how you want. It's up to you. And the summary of all this is, when you've done this course, you will be able to start your own company. I'm sure that you will be able to do this. So here are the modules. We have 5 modules. The first one, surprise, is more or less an introduction. The second one is about business opportunities. Where in my region, what could I do? For instance, my brother is the CEO, or more or less, of a traditional company, and they started an own shop. For instance, you have old clothes at home. You don't need them anymore. You bring them to the shop. They are working, some people with special needs there. They offer you coffee and they sell those clothes. Or it's even possible that you can take those clothes for nothing with you, and you just give a small money there. You leave a bit there. It's not about profit. It's about the community. Then the third module is about the creation of the price of your company or project. Then it's about financing. Of course, this has to be done. I can't buy everything without money. And the last thing is the evaluation part. How can I check, am I on the right track or not? Of course, those modules are divided into learning objectives. This is the boring part now, sorry. The first module is about the principles. What is a community-led enterprise or economy or a project? What is the impact of this? For instance, you can be an active part of your community. You will be respected. You will get many things back, not just money. And how can those community-led projects or the economy also support these sustainable development goals? Maybe you know those 17 ones, those colorful bricks, which are everywhere now. The second module is about the capacity and as concrete cases of entrepreneurs and their needs. Of course, you have to do this when you want to start your company. And of course, some methodologies, how to develop ideas and business models. It's like what you do when maybe you wrote the business plan before. You had to write because you studied. Maybe you had to write one. This is the same. How could I do? What are the challenges? What are the risks? And then how to start it? What is the legal framework in my country? It's difficult. And even Austria's full with bureaucracy. Trust me. I think everybody believes that his or her country is the worst one. And there are different tools. And of course, you have to check the market. Where are links? which resources can be helpful, which resources are better not to trust the competitors. And of course, and how should I plan and manage my company? And then here is the module of the plans: sustainability plan, financial plan, communication plan is how to connect with whom, when. You know, when you start a company, you need networks, you need contacts, just friends, what else? And each single contact will help you. And trust me, you are studying many things. When you learn at home, you think, why do I learn this stupid thing here? Sometimes in your life, you will need it, trust me. And you will remember, I read this 15 years ago, like this training course. And the fifth module is about the development, about, entrepreneurial ideas. And there can be so many different parts. Working with different social groups at risk. Why not? Working in the field of sustainability. Why not? Think of all of you, maybe you had bad experiences with floods, with thunderstorm, what else? These projects or these ideas maybe can have a positive effect on our environment. And of course, you need to assess your own business. Of course, when you will be in this learning platform, you will earn badges. So you know, okay, where am I in this actual module? What is open? What to do? This training platform is designed in a way that you can, implement self-paced learning. You can learn when, as I told, and how, and you will get badges for that. And of course, an additional material, but you don't have to take I don't want to force you to scan the next QR code, because the most important part was the learning platform. This is an additional thing we uploaded. It's a business plan. It's a template for a business plan, and trust me, you can use it. It works. It works. And maybe you are now in a phase, okay, I'm studying, I'm in a beautiful country. Maybe you think tonight, oh, now it's 3:40. At 7, we will have the next party. Tomorrow, I will have a head like a bear or what else. But trust me, in some years, you will be in real life. And this QR code is important. This is, again, the learning platform. You are the generation which has the power to change our world now. You know, our world is full of disasters, full of war, full of bad energy. And I think what I believe in you, that you are the generation which can change our life by starting community-led enterprises. Not just think of the money, just think of yourself, think of the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, Raina. Okay, so let's go on with our results, and now a very important one, which are tools. And we'd like to present our toolkit, especially for social and community-led projects. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome everybody here. So first of all, I would like to thank Pedro for bringing the whole group of you, the European project semester. I would like to give you a clap. I used to be a tutor, a supervisor in the European project semester. For a small period of time. I'm not part of the program, but I fully believe in the program. And you are so lucky, guys. You are so lucky. Not just because, as Rainer said, you are young, you are successful because you are here. You are smart, of course, and you are fully of potential. You are very lucky because you are part of the UPV community, the first technological university of Spain. You are part of the Enhanced Alliance, the most prominent alliance in Europe. And also because you are part of the European project semester. And why not? Right now you are part of Pathfinder. So congratulations, all of you, okay? Second clap. Let's see. I'm not sure in what moment of time you are in the European project semester. Have you chosen your team? Have you chosen the project already? You have done that? Okay, so this is perfect. So this toolkit is for you. Every single body has to find something for the project. I have been part of the project of the EPS, so I know what I ask for my students. So how many of you have a background in finance? Perfect. You are the lucky ones. One person in the back. Yes. Okay. So then it will be more difficult for you to find new stuff, but for most of you, probably most of it will be new, which is great because the potential of learning, keep on learning. So there's something for every person here. I disagree, sorry, Rainer, I disagree with you when you mentioned that when we talk about community-led enterprises, we don't talk about metrics. We talk about metrics every single day in our lives, personal and professional, okay? KPIs are in our daily basis. Doesn't matter that we don't need to talk about money in terms of how much money I'm going to earn, how much money do I need to do, but KPIs are crucial for us because otherwise, how are we going to measure the impact, the social impact? How many euros we are preventing from healthcare system when a person goes into a park and is outside and can interact with the community? Because for example, the heat island effect we are suffering in Valencia, and probably you were also experiencing the heat, right? So we need more green, we need more trees, we need more vertical, we need technology. All of those are related to community-led enterprises, and those are related to KPIs. And those are related to business models. So behind every single community-led enterprise, we are going to find a business model. Even when they are not oriented to maximize their revenues, okay, they are created or they are developing a mission more important than even the money. It's about the people. It's about mitigating losses, productivity, and expanding the number of years of quality of life. Here we are talking about that. In this toolkit, we are talking about those different tools. And now when I think backwards, hey guys, we have been working a lot for a couple of years. It looks like we have had so many arguments during our calls online. I mean, so many different opinions, so many ups and downs. I have to say that this is the nice result, and all of us, we are smiling, but it has not been an easy path. Virginia, right or not? Okay, yes. So, but we are here, okay? So this is the point. We made it, and we are pretty satisfied with the outcome. So let's going to check what's going on in this toolkit. Again, there's something for everybody here. Yes, you can scan it, but I'm not so interested in you scanning right now because it will be during the semester because we will be in touch. Pedro, you, all of you, and me, we will be in touch along the semester with a very young lady who is in the audience. I don't know where. Maria Angeles? Stand up, please, stand up. Maria Angeles Alcaides is part of the team, UPV team, even when she works in Valencia University. Competitors, but also allies. We work together. We need to network. When we talk about networking, it's about public entities, private entities. We work together, we communicate. So she's part of the UPV team, and she should be here, not me, okay? I'm tired of talking today, but anyway, I'm very happy to have the opportunity to talk to you right now. So let's continue. What's going on with this toolkit? Well, we try to expand as much as possible our work, and that's why we translate this toolkit into different languages, 6 different languages. Of course, English is the mother for academia, and that's why probably it will be easier for you. And the objective, clearly, so what we want is to provide some resources for those who want to start a business, with putting emphasis or highlighting the social impact, but why not? For your projects, all projects, you should take those tools into account. And if I am in a board, if I am invited to be in one board of the EPS, I will be looking for finding some of those tools, okay? So this is important. And then what kind of tools we have considered in our box? Well, entrepreneurial tools, but also some digital tools, okay? And we also thought that we need to apply those theories because academia, we are perfect talkers, but what about show me something that it is applied and some business cases. So you will find 4 business cases. And I have to say that one of those business cases, I had the opportunity, and I am very thankful to be working with EPS members. So the Grow Green project. Okay, Pedro remembers, right? So our research, but also business project applied in the city of Valencia that was led by Manchester University before the Brexit. Okay, so here we go. We have structured the document into 5 units. So we start by brainstorming. We are a small community. So all of us, we were contributing, coming from our areas of expertise. So for those students, and I have seen a couple of students coming from the bachelor degree of business administration, you know what I'm talking about. So we talk about SWOT analysis, when you want to analyze which are the strengths, the weaknesses of your idea, project, business, whatever, your personal project, and what are the opportunities and threats coming from the environment. Also the Gantt chart, every single project needs a timeline, needs an understanding the resources and assigning responsibility, okay? And why not? We also thought about those goals. When we set goals, those need to be specific. You need to be able to measure them. That's why we need metrics. And those need to be attainable because that way you don't call it goal if you cannot achieve it. And of course, you need to think of the short-term goals versus medium, long-term goals, right? And then the pestle analysis that all of you in your project, you are developing probably right now, well, you analyze the political, the economical, the societal, the technological, legal context of that business project or that firm, customer, client that you are working with. But that was not enough. That's what we concluded. At the beginning, we were thinking, okay, that's all. This is the toolkit. Well, what about community-led enterprises? What about if we want just to focus in that mission? So we kept on thinking, well, we need to keep on working and thinking how we can better reach our goal. And that's when we developed some of the generic tools that any entrepreneur could use, but we apply them to specific cases of those community-led enterprises. Okay, and this is when the magic starts happening because we were adopting the role of one of those individuals, one of those entrepreneurs of this morning that they want to start their activity and they didn't know how to start, how they could do it. Well, one way to do it, okay, I'm going to go directly to the point. One way to do it is throughout the community-led concept note. What you're doing by using this tool is answering the question, what I'm going to get with my project and who is going to be the beneficiary of my project. So you want to be as accurate as possible, as concise as possible, and you need to be able to fill in that template. So you cannot use 1,000 words because as you can see, it is just one full of paper. So you need to think very carefully about what you are trying to do and then write it down, okay? So something that I recommend you to do, even applicable to your EPS projects. What are you trying to do with your group for the next couple of months till the midterm board? What are you pursuing? And what kind of impact, social impact, are you going to cause with your project? Something to be considered, okay? The second tool, so the easier one is the one I showed you. The second tool, every single project, community-led project, again, personal, professional project, please use a business canvas model. Apply to your particular context. Think, which is your value proposition? What kind of need are you trying to tackle? Needs to be consistent. Other way, you are building on sand. This doesn't make sense at all, right? So we start by what I am doing, how you are doing, who is part of the model that you are building, so who you should network, who is next to you should be next to you, and then at the end of the day, how much? And how much is very important, okay? I come from finance, so yes, it is. Yes, it is. Later on in life, you work very innovatively because you don't have funding, but you start knocking the doors, and when you are pushing the right buttons, so things work. How much? How much is your project? How much you will need to expand the project? Whatever it is. Let's continue by the stakeholder map. So you have an expert on a stakeholder map. So if you have any difficulty to design and to draw one of them, ask Pedro, okay? He's the expert. He's the expert. So Pedro is also part of the Pathfinder team. I forgot to mention that, from the UPV. So when you draw your stakeholders map, you need to start thinking, who is your target group? Who are they? The ones that are going to be the beneficiaries. Who are your customers, directly or indirectly, in the present or in the future? The more important they are for your project right now, how you are thinking your project is right now, the closer to the center. The farther away they are is because it's more difficult. You think in the long term, indirect beneficiaries. And then after filling the target group or the beneficiaries, think of these strategic stakeholders, who they are: institutions, public, private, local, regional, national, and be ambitious. When you fill in one stakeholders map, that doesn't mean that you are going to reach all of them in 1 month or in 1 year. Doesn't mean that you are going to be connected with them. You are going to get anything from them. It is part of your plan, your strategy. You are mapping them. If you don't do that right now, you are increasing exponentially the probability of default of your project. So something to start now, no in 2 days from today. Okay, so this is for you, all of you. I expect from the EPS groups that you build a stakeholders map, and I will be asking for that. Where is your stakeholders map? Okay. And then coming back to metrics, I love metrics. I could not live without metrics. I tell you, it is like that. And when we talk about sustainability reporting and dashboard, here we have so templates to be filled in, but then not every single thing is made up. I still, as a researcher, I'm looking for new models, mathematical modeling for measuring every single action that is taking, how this is impacting in the community, individually or collectively. And I still don't have answers. That's why I keep on doing research, model, trying, and well, discussing, networking, and keep on going on, okay? I will be looking for that. What are the KPIs in terms of utility, in terms of cost benefit, in terms of net present value, in terms of internal rate of return, social rate of return. There are so many indicators, okay? Depending on the nature, specific nature of the project. And finally, the participatory impact assessment tool, that sounds like a very long name. What we are trying to do is to understand which are the expected profits, benefits of the project starting by today, the expected. So we are trying to project our expectations, taking into consideration the beneficiaries and asking them directly, making them part. You are not alone. You need to work on the project, but you are not alone. Focus group, questionnaires, surveys, interviews. Your target group needs to be asked, You need to meet them in your EPS groups. You need to understand what are the needs of the client, the customer, the society, the individual, whoever you are serving. And you need to work on that as an assessment tool, understanding your baseline and what is in the future for your project and for them. Okay, so apart from the theory, we have included in this document 4 different cases where we apply 3 of the tools. And as I mentioned before, one of my favorites would be the Grow Green, the Manchester, because in this project, what we were trying to do is implementing nature-based solutions that were combining technology with solutions such as green new areas and but in a very participatory manner. So we were working directly with citizens, with communities, and then we were measuring and understanding what was going on. And for that, we applied the stakeholder map and also business model canvas, but applied from the point of view of community-led enterprises. So I don't want to talk more about it. I am just want to say that, well, we will be meeting again during the semester. I don't know when exactly. And I hope that we can explore and you can adapt those templates and those tools for your own benefit, for your own projects. And anytime, any question, please let me know. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Explore.
I hope you still have some energy left to end. It's just a very short and visual presentation, so don't worry. I think the most important things were already said. So before I introduce myself, I heard that you are from different European countries, but is there somebody who wants to share from where they are? So I have are there some people from Belgium here? Really? Leuk. Fijn om te ontmoeten. Te gek. The Netherlands, maybe? Oh, dus ik had het gewoon in het Nederlands kunnen doen vandaag. Te gek. And the rest? Maybe we can just check. We have some people from Austria as well. Oh, okay, so.
Yay.
And Lithuania? Not yet. Okay, we have some people from Greece. Okay, not yet represented. So, but for the people from Austria, Belgium, the Netherlands, know that all of the materials, the toolkits we were talking about, is also translated into the partner languages. So it can be helpful to read it in your own language as well. I'm from Belgium, as you may noticed. And I am a researcher from the UCLL, which is a university center in Belgium. And I was connected to the Pathfinder project as a researcher. So I'm very happy to be here because maybe it was not clear to all of you, but also for us. Today is the first time that we meet each other in person because the previous months we did a lot of meetings, a lot of working together, all online. So thanks to the technology, it is possible, but still also for us, we're very grateful to also have this meeting today as well. So what I would like to share, just to summarize and to end up this this afternoon, is to show you that we also created visual materials. As you heard from my colleagues, we did a lot of work in creating a lot of theoretical I think the battery. Hello, okay. So we created a lot of heavy documents, which are very interesting. I would not say anything about that. But to help you go through all this content, we also translated some of those into visual concepts. So also some of you really like to read and reread and so on. No problem with that. Others prefer learning by watching videos or listening podcasts or checking infographics, and that's why we also want to support that kind of learning style. And as you heard, some concepts are very easy and clear to understand, but when it's more in depth of entrepreneurship and financial things and so on, it can become very complex. And that's why we chose to also use a lot of infographics to translate it into very easy, appealing content as well. And this one is okay. Instead of talking about it, I will also show you some examples. So this is one of them. As I just told you, it's for simplifying the complexity, but also supporting key outputs for diverse functions. So this is one just general about a project, but we also created infographics about specific tools, about specific templates that you can use, about research that we conducted. So you can all find these infographics on the platform and on the website that we shared earlier. Some examples. So you see that we may look very serious, but we went wild with the colors and the layouts. And this is just to translate the context. So I know all of you can use AI and drop the documents into ChatGPT or Notebook or whatsoever to have some conclusions, but still we thought that the human touch was still very important. So all of us went through the toolkit and selected ourselves the concepts that we thought it would be very useful and very important to share in an infographic style. We also used videos on different parts. One of the use of videos is before every module that Rainer showed you. We also did some preparational work that you don't have to go through all the module to see if you really are interested in that or not, or if you really think that you need this content or not. So we created a module video as an introduction to know what it's all about, and our Greek partner was responsible for it. I'm not sure if I was not able to test. Okay. I will just show a very short part of the video. I will not go through it all, but just to give you an idea. I'm not sure if it is playing or not. I hear some music, so I think so. Yes. So when you feel a little bit bored or you are eating a soup and you just want something.
Solidarity
Okay.
and social utility.
So while having a lunch, you can just look at it, and in a few minutes, you still have all content of the module watched. So just a tip. Instead of watching, I don't know, some file compilations. I'm not sure if this is loved as well, but you can just check these educational videos instead. So next to these educational videos, we also use video as a strategy to connect people with the project and with the content of the project.
Okay, so after all these 2 years working together, I cannot be, I like to thank you very much for all your work and implication in the project. It's true that it's been the first time today that we've met. We had the chance to meet each other after working online, but finally we are here together, and I'd like to really thank you all your work and implication in the project. So last part, well, a real clap for you. Okay. Okay, so last part, it's well, our learnings and the impact of the project so far. So I think the real contribution of the project is well, the first part research that we did to provide real useful learning content and learning tools where you can use them to apply for your project. So it's this practical approach with real cases and real local cases as well. Also, because all the tools here and even the ones included in the learning platform, you can use them in a collaborative way. So you can work together with your team also online. Second, it's that, of course, we are using digital entrepreneurial tools, but as well, we are developing digital and entrepreneurial skill at the same time. And also the network. During all these 2 years, we've been in touch with different organizations and associations working in social and community-led projects. And during all this time, we've been working very close with them to see what's going on, but also to incorporate their insights, feedback to the project all this time. And also from now on till the end of the project. We have impact at local level. We got so far 22 letters of support from professionals or institutions that are really interested in the project and in the results, the tools. Also at a regional level, because we're also in touch with local development agencies, which are the organizations inside the municipalities working for promoting projects, entrepreneurial, social, whatever projects. Also at national level, we participated in the National City Lab network, which took place in Alicante, a few months ago, and also through the foundations network. Well, as you know, we are Fundeon, it's a foundation, and we also create this contact with it. Also at European level, because we been in touch and working very closely with other European projects connected with social and community-led projects. Okay, indicators so far. We've provided training for more than 240 students or entrepreneurs interested in developing social projects, but it's not closed because, for example, here in Valencia, the training will take place very soon, which I will really recommend that you'll be in touch with them with a high level of satisfaction, 4.5 out of 5, which is, we are really, really proud of this feedback they provided. We also created as a content some webinar. And during this time, because of the training provided with some projects, it's been presented in the way through in a total of 22 projects. We also have impact in the local press. Thanks to this national meeting in Alicante, and also because of some of the projects created thanks to our training. And future actions, as I told you, there will be a training program here in Valencia in the near future. Also, multiplier events in all at national level. And I fostered you to be in touch, whether in social media or thanks to our institutions, to keep informed from the dissemination actions, events, and the newsletters that we could provide information about the project. And to find to end with my presentation, we would like to get your opinion thanks to this feedback form. So please scan it and answer it. And okay, thank you very much for coming, and let us show you. Thank you. Okay, wait, they answered the, yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. 5 is the best. 5 is the best, yeah. It's not included in the form. No, it's not. Oh, because I always include it, but it is. Vale, vale. Es que están escaneando de todas formas. Pudierais pasar, ¿saben? Por eso te lo digo. Al mismo tiempo que les dais el certificado, les estaría bien poderlo, porque como pensaba que iban a ser los mismos, y menos mal que lo he puesto en inglés. Vale, fenomenal. Porque claro, la primera parte es de las mesas, a saber qué contestan. Ah, pues dices que no contestan. Claro, es que si no, no pueden continuar. Claro, es que Ya, como no sabía muy bien. No pasa nada. No, no pasa nada. Ya. Sí, 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 puedo ver. Sí, incluso, no, o tomar, como está dividido en secciones, la sección que contesten sobre todo la tarde, la gente que de esta mañana ha visto. Claro. Las de la tarde. Sí, claro, para los de hoy, claro, claro, sí, sí. Sí, sí, va todo el mismo sitio. Pero bueno, solo. Y luego por la fecha también, sí, por la fecha también, por la fecha. Ellas sí que han estado por ahí detrás. Mm,
que no te caben todos ahí, pero puedes ir la mitad, si quieres.
Vamos a hacer otra foto. Vamos, vamos. La primera también apartamos. Y nos podemos subir aquí detrás, hacia arriba también. Some friends, maybe. We would hear also. As a